Now on the generation section, you're going to see a lot of really familiar things. The conversions, operations, retentions, and experiences. The four core areas of the core score, right? So I like to write a lot of examples in the conversion side, which is probably why I have 50 of them. But what this does is it illustrates to you guys really easily some of the different things that we can do to help bring leads into our business. We can write ads, we can write blog articles, maybe it's an email to our email list, maybe it's a lead magnet or a phone script, social media post, or we're just sending out a text message. Lots of different areas that we can generate specific resources for lead management. So the very first thing you want to do is decide, man, what am I sending today? Maybe today we're going to build out a blog article and I'm going to use my specific profile. It's pre-selecting to that first member's niche, which is first-time home buyers. If I want to change that, that's not a problem. I can drop this down. And then it's going to import my member voice, conversational and professional, based on that writing style, right? Or perhaps I want to build out a lead magnet. Now, when I select a lead magnet, there's some secondary things that it's going to ask, and that specifically is to what type of lead magnet we're building. So we're going to build a lead magnet, and maybe this time it's just a report that we can send out to some of the leads that will be an opportunity. We'll house this on our website, and we can let them trade their details for this resource. And it's going to be a report, again, selecting from the team member, member niche, member voice. And this sounds pretty good. Now, the last thing we need to do to get started working is fill out an objective. And the objective is kind of what does this resource need to accomplish? Sam is going to pre-fill an answer in there for us just so we have a place to start. But what I'd encourage you to do, read that, rewrite it, figure out exactly what Sam wants to do. And this is going to help customize it specifically to your resource needs. I'm just going to hit begin for the sake of this tutorial so we don't take much longer than we already need to. Sam's going to get to work. He's thinking about all of the different things, and then he's going to fire back several different questions. Now, these refining questions I use as the tuning fork to really focus in Sam on our specific needs for these resources. So each of these questions, much like that objective, are going to have an answer pre-filled in that we can click into, we can type, we can edit. If for some reason one of these questions just doesn't make sense for the selected area, we can go ahead and thumbs down it, and it won't even be considered when Sam is reviewing all these questions. Now, once we've gone through, we've read all the questions, we've filled in our answers, we can hit continue. The better we answer these questions, the better the resource is going to be. So I do encourage you, take a little bit of time to get this right, because it's going to really impact the overall resources that Sam is able to create for you. Now, again, for this example, I'm just using what it filled in so that it can move a little quicker. But at this point, it's reading all of the questions, it's reading all of our answers, and it's thinking about how we can build this first-time home buyer guide. And then it's going to create a resource for us. So from here, we can see this resource has some good sections, some good subsections, and it's a great first place to start. Now, this is really important to note because the Systems Accelerator is a tool for you, but it's not something that you would just take this, post it, and call it a good day. You need to apply a little bit of discernment. You need to get in there and add your own expertise as a real estate agent. That's exactly why you are the expert in this niche. So I like to consider this the tool, but you are the driver of this tool. And so it's going to be able to help you in maybe 3 minutes. We're able to create this resource, which is going to save us a lot of time that we maybe were sitting there thinking about what we want to write for a first-time homebuyer guide on a blank Google document, right? Up at the top, you can see the number of words. You can regenerate it if you don't quite like what Sam created. You can click this refine button, give it a little bit of additional context. Oh, I like this. I don't like that. I wish you would have covered this a little bit more in depth. Things like that. The system can then evaluate your feedback and create a new generation that's going to give you those responses. Now, this is a really great example, 377 words, and it seems like it's a great outline. Well, maybe you want to take this outline and build out some depth of content. This is where this expand section comes into play. Clicking this, we could expand all of the content, or based on these subsections, we could select specific sections to expand those. So maybe we don't need to expand the understanding our finances. Maybe we like that as bullets, but finding your ideal home needs to be expanded. We could select those specific pieces. If for some reason you are just ready to start editing it, applying that discernment, using your expertise, clicking this edit opens up an editor that is going to allow you to do that. Now, at that point, I would encourage you, go ahead and save what you have. It's going to save it into the system, and I'll show you how we can re-access this in just a second. You can also copy this as just plain text. You can throw it into a Google document, a Word document, or you can throw it onto your website, or you can save it as HTML source, which is going to allow you to host it on a website super easily. Or for some CRMs, it's easier to translate or add text code than it is to add text. So you have that option right there. Now, we've already saved it, and we have finished editing. We can go ahead and hit this return button, and it's going to take us all the way back. We can start generating another resource.